Unlock your dream property with Meeks Realty Group, where Rich the Realtor makes real estate dreams a reality. Whether it's residential or commercial, we've got Charleston to Huntington covered. Your key to exceptional real estate experiences start here. Meeks Realty Group. Contact us at meeks.us.
The views and opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of 580 WCHS, its employees, or WVRC Media. From the studios of WVRC Media, the country, the United States of America, the state, West Virginia, the city, Charleston. This is the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live. And your host.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
He's kind of a big deal.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Dave Allen.
Hey, folks, good Friday morning to you. Welcome to the show. Ryan Nicholson is our producer today. Bigly, Piggly, Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. Tony Taylor text 304-935-5008. The Dave Allen Show comes to you from the Parmar Store studio. If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. And we're brought to you by Thornhill Auto Group, including Thornhill CDJR and the Thornhill Motor Mile. US 119 to Chapmanville. Time to make this summer the summer of Ram at the all-new Thornhill Chrysler Dodge Jeep. You can check them out at Fountain Place Mall in Logan or at thornhillcdjr.com. Welcome to the show. Happy Friday. We got a lot of stuff to get to today. It's day 2 of our Radiothon to benefit WVU Children's Hospital, brought to you by the folks at Stike Wealth Enhancement Group. We're going to spend some time a little bit later on to talk to some of the folks who are in the building this morning doing their part to help. And I will remind you that if you'd like to get involved, it's real simple. Text the word KIDS, KIDS, to 35651 or call 877-719-KIDS. It's 877-719-KIDS, sponsored again by Stike Wealth Enhancement Group. And we're going to spend the second segment of the show talking about that. Also, a little bit later on the show, Kanawha County Commission President Lance Wheeler is going to be stopping by with a special guest. And speaking of special, ready to close out summer. Not quite yet, but there is going to be a summer party held out at Bogey's driving range in Tornado. Jim Strawn is in the middle of all of it because if it's a party, Jim Strawn is there. He's going to join us, I think, with some of the musical acts are going to be playing at that big event tomorrow. We'll talk to Jim about that. Plus, your calls and texts are always welcome, too. Again, Bigly, Piggly, Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. Tony Taylor text 304-935-5008. Let's get our Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week taken care of. Hannah Gardner is on a beach somewhere. Angie Gillenwater from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association is with us this morning. Angie, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Well, thank you for being here. Now, got the picture as always posted on Dave Allen Radio on Facebook and at Dave A70 or the Dave Allen Show on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Danny is our dog this morning, and I get the feeling in texting with you last night, Angie, that Danny has a personal, like kind of a close place in your heart. Is that fair?
That is true. Not only does Danny live in the office that I work in, so I work very closely with Danny, but he truly, truly is just one of the most perfect dogs I've ever met.
So what is it that makes Danny so perfect? I know he's a beautiful dog. Give us all the details on Danny.
So number one, he is smart. He knows sit, lay down, shake. He's also house trained. He will 100% let you know when he has to go out. He's very sweet. He only wants you to pet him and pay attention to him. Great with kids, great with every other dog he's met, from puppies to adult cranky dogs. He's good with them all. He is just the sweetest little dog. He was actually found at an elementary school, which I think is super cute anyway as well.
It's kind of like he was just going there, trying to find some kids going, hey, take me home with you.
Just literally, like he was just at the elementary school greeting kids as they were walking in, and I just think that is so sweet.
And if you look at the picture, and again, I've got Danny's picture posted on my social media. If you look at the picture, I know one of the first things you're going to notice about him in that picture that you took is he's got a big old tongue. But you were telling me he's not a slobberer. Is that right?
That is correct. Danny has lots of good manners. He's very neat and tidy. So no matter his size, the size of his tongue, his feet, all that, he is a very mannerly little man.
He just make a great pet for somebody. And you said that we don't really 100% know how he would be with cats, but based on his personality, if you had to guess, and obviously you want to err on the side of caution there, but probably going to be okay with cats. It's probably a pretty good guess. Is that right?
Correct. He is so gentle and easygoing, and where he's friendly with all dogs of all sizes. He would likely be good with cats on a slow intro basis, but just on the err on the side of caution with cats.
Yeah, but Danny's picture's posted again, and he looks like a tiger. Does he not kind of look like a tiger?
He certainly does.
He's a great-looking dog, and we'll get back to Danny here in a couple of moments. I'd like to get some updates on some things going on at the shelter. How are the numbers looking at the shelter right now, Angie?
So yesterday when we left, we were up to around 420 animals that we were taking care of, which is probably the highest number this year. But for every adoption we do, we have more animals coming in that need us. So we're happy to help, but we also need the public's help to continue to help. Indeed.
Talking with Angie Gillenwater in for Hannah this week with our Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week, getting some updates on some things going on at the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live brought to you in part by Pinnacle Consultants. Poor indoor air quality can cause a variety of health issues, allergies, respiratory problems, and more. Pinnacle Consultants offers specialized indoor air quality services for residential, commercial, and industrial type settings. Visit pinnaclecorp.net because what you don't know can't hurt you. What kind of stuff are we in need of at the shelter right now, Angie? Just the typical, the washcloths, paper towels. What do we need?
So we're always in need of cleaning supplies. Yesterday I was informed we are down to our last bottle of laundry detergent. And then we are, with 420 animals, we are always in need of food, so Purina Chow products and any brand of wet food.
Indeed, and you can just drop those things off during normal business hours at the shelter. You got this Borrow a Buddy program I've been reading about on your social media. Talk about that.
So the Borrow a Buddy program is perfect. Oh, you're good. The Borrow a Buddy program is perfect for people that want to help out but can't, physically have a dog in their home. Mm-hmm. You quite literally get to come up to the shelter, take the dog of your pick, take them out for the day, and then your obligations are done just before we close. So not only is it good for the person that's helping out, you get to, short-term enjoyments of a dog, but also it's great for the animals. They get a day away from the shelter and some one-on-one time with a human. So we love the Borrow a Buddy program. It's been super successful. And also, as somebody that helps run the social media page for KCHA, I am loving all the Facebook posts I read and all the pictures I see of people enjoying their Borrow a Buddy day.
We have a question here for you from the text line, Angie. It says, the new proposed shelter, will there be a lot more kennels and cages than the current shelter?
So that is the plan. We are hoping to increase what we can safely house. So once those official blueprints come out and we actually start, building the new shelter, I could give you a more definite answer. But the plan is to have a shelter that is up to the levels that we are working on right now. So just more upgraded things in that facility and more space in that facility.
Well, indeed, you folks certainly need it. And also, I was understand that and Hannah and I touched on this a little bit, that the Kegs for Canine event is going to be happening soon, September the 14th, 2 o'clock at the Red Carpet Lounge. Are tickets available for that yet?
Yes, you can purchase tickets on our website. You can also, there are a lot of people that have had trouble purchasing those on the website. So if you can't get your particular internet service to work, we would be happy to process that for you at the shelter. You can come up and we can 100% make it happen for you. You won't get a paper ticket, but you'll still have them, and you will still be able to come and drink some beer with some dogs.
Well, we hope the dogs aren't drinking beer, but there's always stories about those certain dogs out there. Quickly, before we let you go, I know there's a lot of Harley riders that are in town. I think there's the big hog convention basically is going on around Charleston. I've seen a lot of bikes, and they were doing some sort of a fundraiser, and I just caught the end of this on one of the television news programs. I think they're doing some sort of a fundraiser for you guys. Is that right?
Yes. So that happens every year. They gather up some donations, and then all the bikers drive all the donations up to the shelter, carry them in donation by donation. They get their picture made. They get to spend a little bit of time at KCHA, but it's something that we look forward to. It's kind of like the staple of, summer is ending. Hogs for Dogs is around the corner. So we are super thankful for them, and we always enjoy getting to see just the joy on their faces whenever they bring those donations up to us.
All right. Angie, I appreciate you jumping in there for Hannah today. We'll talk again soon. Thanks a lot, and just God bless you all for everything you do up there.
Thank you so much for having me.
Angie Gillenwater from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association. Again, Danny is our dog this week, not to be confused with Danny Jones. Danny, I've got his picture posted on Facebook and on the Dave Allen Show on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Danny's 2 years old, around 46 pounds, knows a lot of commands. He can sit, he can lay down, he can shake, loves to cuddle. Very, very neat dog. Great with kids. I was not aware of that until Angie just told me that he actually was taken in from an elementary school when he was greeting the kids as they were going into the school. How cool is that? The dog is completely housebroken. More than likely would be fine with cats based on his personality, but always you want to err on the side of caution. Just an all-around great dog. I'm telling you, if we've ever, and I say this from time to time about the dogs we feature on the Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week, if there's one that may be the perfect dog, this may be the perfect dog. Again, zero red flags. Please, somebody go get this dog. I've got his picture again posted on Dave Allen Radio on Facebook and also on the Dave Allen Show at Dave A70 on X. So let's go and let's get Danny taken care of. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live is brought to you in part by Live Healthy West Virginia, presented by WVU Medicine. Live Healthy, tackling pressing health issues, heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, RSV, and more. It's a podcast offering insights into medical breakthroughs and preventative care, featuring WVU Medicine's expert physicians aimed at fostering healthier lifestyles in and beyond the state. It's a valuable resource for all. Check out the latest episodes on WVMetronews.com, or the podcast menu, and start your journey towards better health today. Hoppy Kirchwell coming up with Talk Line at 10:06 this morning from the Encova Insurance Studios in the Dale Miller Building in Morgantown. Brad McElhenney, hashtag I Stand With Brad, in this morning with the latest on the governor's financial issues. And if you were thinking, Ryan, of bidding on the Greenbrier, you can put away your bid cards, because apparently the money, according to the governor, has been secured, although no one seems to know where it came from and how the Justice family came up with the money for that. Maybe they'll find the money for the millions more that they owe. Who knows? But Brad will get into that with Hoppy in detail coming up at 10:06. That's Brad, hashtag I Stand With Brad. And if you want to know what I'm talking about there, then, well, listen to Hoppy today and look at all the journalists around the state that are putting that on social media. But that's coming up at 10:06. Also, it's Friday, which means steam release. Hoppy will have that coming up at 10:06 this morning. A reminder, programming note for you. I am off next week for vacation. I will be returning to the air the day after Labor Day on Tuesday, September 3rd. Dale Cooper will be in for me all next week. We continue on with the WVRC Media Cares for Kids Radiothon, sponsored by Stike Wealth Enhancement Group. And again, if you want to get involved in that, just simply text the word KIDS to 35651 or call 877-719-KIDS. We got some folks in studio to talk about the Radiothon, some of our business partners that have made it all happen. We'll get into them next. We're back after this on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses want to thank you for supporting local small businesses.
Red, white, and vroom into summer savings at Thornhill CDJR on the Thornhill Motor Mile. Hey, it's Sydney, and it's time to make this the summer of Ram with up to $8,650 off MSRP on the new 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorn, or 5.9% APR for 72 months and no payments for 90 days. These deals are as powerful as the trucks themselves. Thornhill CDJR, where adventure begins. It's a Red, white, and vroom made this the summer of Ram sales event at the all-new Thornhill Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Visit us at Fountain Place Mall, Logan, next to Tractor Supply, or online at thornhillcdjr.com. Number 20% for vehicles for all offers through Stellantis Financial. See Thornhill for all details.
The Cares for Kids hourly sponsor is Teresa Howe, your Republican candidate for the Upper Kanawha Valley for House of Delegates. Teresa Howe is committed to faith, family, and freedom. Teresa Howe is your conservative America First choice. Paid for by Teresa Howe for West Virginia.
The Husson's August Special. Get a largest large 18-inch pepperoni pizza and an 8-inch chocolate chip cookie for just $23.99. Visit your nearest Husson's for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. Order now at hussonspizza.com.
Bigley Piggly Wiggly on Spring Street has served 3 generations of shoppers since 1955 as the largest locally owned independent grocery store in the area. The Joseph family owners grew up here, so you know they're invested in the community. They provide the biggest variety of choice meats, the freshest produce, an in-house deli bakery, great wine selection, and more of your favorite brands. Every purchase gives you gasoline points so you can save at our pumps. Order online for pickup at BigleyPigglyWiggly.com. Bigley Piggly Wiggly on Spring Street. No one beats the pig.
922, in the heart of West Virginia, there exists a profound force that goes beyond the realm of sports, transcending limitations and fostering a sense of belonging. Talking about Special Olympics, a remarkable initiative showcased in the latest episode of West Virginia Enriched in collaboration with Huntington, stands as a testament to the power of determination, unity, and unwavering support. See a video highlighting the Special Olympics at facebook.com/580 WCHS. Biggly Piggly Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text 304-935-5008. It is our annual WVRC Media Cares for Kids Radiothon happening in all of our stations statewide, benefiting WVU Children's. Again, all of our stations, and check out the social media of any of our stations, and you'll see we've been all over this thing, but we could not do it without you. So if you would like to get involved, you can text the word KIDS to 35651 or simply call 877-719-KIDS. And we've had such a great support from not only our listeners, but also great support from our business community. And we have a couple of our business partners that have joined us. We have with us Martin from Panhandle Restoration. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for being here, sir. So why is this important for Panhandle to get involved in this?
It's important because, I mean, it's in the state of West Virginia. It means that the kids don't have to leave West Virginia. It's important because it's important to the owners at Panhandle.
Tell us what Panhandle does exactly.
So we do fire, water, mold damage. We do rebuilds. We have a construction side of the company, so we do mitigation and the rebuild.
And you guys are all over the state, man.
We're all over. We're the largest restoration company in West Virginia.
Okay. And what's a typical day like for you folks?
Just answering calls. Going out doing water damage, storm damage. It's always busy.
I can imagine. I mean, and fortunately in West Virginia we have some issues with flooding and things of that nature. That probably takes up a lot of your time.
A lot of time. Yeah.
And when you go in for a consultation on that, I mean, how does that is it the insurance company contacting you, or the individual? How does it work just on an average case?
On an average case, yeah, it's usually the insurance company will reach out to us, tell us they've got something going on. We'll go meet with the homeowner. Go over everything that needs to be done and just get it done.
How many employees do you have in West Virginia?
Right, in West Virginia?
Oh, yeah, or wherever.
The whole company, I think it's 150, 160 employees.
Mm-hmm.
Down here in Charleston, there's 15 of us.
Uh-huh. And I have to ask you, and you've probably heard this from time to time, you ain't from around here.
No, I'm not. I'm from Ireland.
Okay, so how does somebody from Ireland end up here?
Panhandle made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
There you go. Well, sounds a little bit foreboding. Okay. All right. Give us a website, phone number, or whatever you want to throw out there, social media, where people can get in touch with you.
It's just www.panhandle.com for the website. You can call 681-833-1274.
All right, Martin, we appreciate you being here, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, Panhandle Restoration. Again, they're one of our partners here. And again, if you want to get involved, you can text the word KIDS to 35651 or call 877-719-KIDS. And again, our title sponsor for this thing is the great folks, Ed and the folks at Stike Wealth Enhancement. So we all appreciate them being a part of it as well. All right, so let's continue on. We got a couple more folks in studio with us. I forgot who I said was going to go first. Was it you or was it you? I don't remember.
It was me.
It was you. Go ahead, give us your name and your company.
Hi, my name's Kevin Jennings. I'm with Poca Valley Bank.
All right. You folks at Poca Valley do a lot of stuff in the community. I mean, you're to be commended for that. But specifically with this, Kevin, what was it that made you guys want to get involved in this?
Well, again, we're a community bank, so we're involved in every aspect of all the children, all the kids in each of our communities. But again, WVU having a facility where our children could stay in the state to get the medical treatment they need is very important to us.
And again, I think it's a testament, I mean, just to what you folks do, because there's not an event or a cause pretty much in the Kanawha Valley region and beyond that you don't see you folks being being a part of it.
Yeah, we try to get heavily involved. And again, we believe relationships matter, so we try to develop that relationship. And sometimes that means giving good support to good causes.
All right, I'm going to give you an opportunity to sell the bank a little bit. I mean, what is it that, so there's a ton of banks out there. What is it that sets yours apart?
It has to be our customer service. We get to know you as an individual and as a person. It's not just about an account number with us. It's about knowing who you are. and being able to meet all of your financial needs.
And over the last couple of years, I mean, I'm an old guy, so I remember growing up when all the banks were community. It was, no matter fill in city here, bank and trust or whatever. That just not that way anymore. There's just so many, many cases, national corporations that have come in, and I'm not knocking them. They do what they do, but there is an advantage to dealing with local folks.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, our president is very accessible. She's located in Walton. And we have customers come in all the time and go straight into the president's office, and you just don't see that in the larger banks. But that's understandably so. But they're, a lot of their corporate offices are out of state. But we're very local. We can make local decisions, and we just love serving our community.
And these are the type people that you see at the ball games or the churches or the grocery store. It's local
Yes,
people.
correct.
Something to be said for that. So, Kevin, appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot, and thanks for your commitment of not only you but all of your employees that have helped to make this thing a success. I appreciate you being here.
Well, thanks so much. It was our pleasure, and we hope this does a great job. And if you're listening and you're able to contribute to the cause.
Yeah, and again, this is speaking of local. I mean, that's we're a West Virginia-based media company, which is very, very rare, it seems. There's not a whole lot of West Virginia-based media companies here anymore, but we are, and we're dealing with, WVU Children's. So we're trying to keep it local as much as possible. Kevin, I appreciate you being here, man. Great to meet you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, presented in part by General Hardware of Winfield and Milton and General Lumber of Winfield. For all projects big and small, shop locally. Visit generalhardwarewv.com. We got another one of our community partners in here from the business world. Hey, weren't you just here last week?
I was, and it's really hard to go on after Kevin there. That's they do a lot of stuff.
Sean is here from Trojan Landing. Now, you were here last week, and you had a big announcement for us that you guys are going to get into the bike business.
Yeah.
A little bit of a delay in that, from what I understand. Yeah. Nothing that you really can control. Talk about that a little bit.
No, we have a little bit of an insurance delay, but in the meantime, we opened up our what we call the Marina Mart. We now have a little tiny convenience store there on property to go along with the food trucks. So in the evenings, if people just need a little bit of chips, drinks, things like that, we got a little store right there on the corner of the property that you can get in and get out really quick.
Guys are kind of constantly reinventing yourselves in there.
Yeah,
I mean, not reinventing, but just adding. I'd say adding on to it, because you did the food truck and the whole deal.
Yeah, so now with the little Marina Mart we have.
That's a cool name, Marina Mart. Is that what you're calling it, the Marina Mart?
Yeah. And it even we have an online feature where you can go on and order online and just pick it up whenever you swing through.
All right.
Pay for it online and everything.
So, I mean, I guess the idea from that just came from simply convenience, right?
Yeah, convenience. Well, we were for the rack customers that go over the hill, we started putting ice in their boats, and we just wanted to go on from that. So now they can, a lot of our main customers can come in, order chips, sodas, Gatorades, and we can have that in the boat with their ice, and then we decided to open it up to the public.
All right. So why get involved in something like this?
It's about the kids. I mean, there's a lot of unfortunate kids out there that have to deal with stuff they shouldn't have to deal with at their age. And anything that, even for us, I mean, we're a very family-centric business. I mean, the owners are in every day, including myself, just, being accessible to our employees and their families, and, in the way that everybody can walk up and talk to any of us, but we know what's going on with their family. We, because I had an employee who recently has had to take his kid to Kentucky and do some things, and we try to support everybody we can. And it's like I said, it's very unfortunate these kids have to go through this. And what's great about this is, just like Kevin said, it's here, it's local, it's the kids in our community just as much as it is the kids in any other community, but we're able to see a direct impact.
So as we start, Sean, to transition into the fall months, what changes at Trojan Landing as we head into the fall months? What does that look like for you?
Well, we're going to switch from putting your boat in the water to putting your boat in storage, and start getting basically getting the machines wrapped up for the wintertime. So we'll be even more busy on the ground than we have been throughout the summer.
All right. Well, Sean, I appreciate you and the folks from Bogey Valley, and also this is the ones we've had on today, and also from Panhandle for stopping by the studio this morning. I know we were kind of giving you all the rounds, going to all their stations. This is something we have very few events in this company that all of the stations across the state. I mean, what you're hearing here in Charleston is also going on in Morgantown. We got a couple of our people here in Charleston. I know Rob Reel from 96.1 KWS is actually in Morgantown at the hospital right now.
Okay.
Jenny Murray from V100 is also at the hospital right now. So this is a company-wide thing. It's what you do when you're West Virginia people, man.
That's right, and it's amazing what you guys are doing. I mean, this is, and we talk about the St. Jude's and things of the world, but you know, when you can directly impact your local communities, that's amazing.
We had a great relationship for years with St. Jude's, but we decided to make the decision to try to keep it a little bit more locally. They still do great things. Nothing negative about them whatsoever. We just kind of want to keep it in state. Hey, Sean, want to have you back on when we're ready to talk bikes again. Okay?
I want to be back on.
All right. Sean, we'll let you go, man. I know you got stuff to do. It's Friday, so get out there and do what you do. Sean Hardman from Trojan Landing, I appreciate you being here, buddy. Thanks a lot. It's 27 minutes away from 10, the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by your hometown baseball team, the Charleston Dirty Birds. Birds beginning a weekend series. Staten Island tonight. They're back at the ballpark, Go-Mart Ballpark, starting next Tuesday night. For tickets, schedules, promotions, Dirty Birds gear, and more, visit dirtybirdsbaseball.com. Biggly Piggly Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text 304-935-5008. Well, that's a big text here. Texas Dave, one of our all-time favorite Mountaineers, is coming home next Friday. Former WVU punter kicker Pat McAfee announced that his ESPN program, The Pat McAfee Show, will be live on campus in Morgantown next Friday. A special guest could find his way onto the set at some point, so keep your eyes out. Our show will be live in Morgantown. That's the quote that Pat. Yeah, I read about that. Mr. McAfee is coming back, and he is predicting a WVU win over Penn State next week. I hope he is right. Texas Day, for a capitalist, you sure do complain a lot about capitalism. I'm not exactly sure that I know what that means, but okay. All right, we are going to take a break. The WVRC Media's Cares for Kids Radiothon, again sponsored by Stike Wealth Enhancement Group, continues. We want you to be a miracle worker. Text the word KIDS, KIDS, real simple. The number is 35651. Again, text the word KIDS, 35651, or call 877-719-KIDS. We'll take a break from the Radiothon just for a moment. Coming up a little bit later on, we've got Kanawha County Commission President Lance Wheeler stopping by, and Jim Strawn planning a party. I know. It's shocking that there's a party and Jim Strawn's involved in it, but he's got a big event going on in Tornado, and we're going to talk about that with Mr. Strawn right after this on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Are you looking for a technical job in the medical field? Generations is growing and looking to add on job-trained physical therapy techs to our rehab team. To apply, visit one of our 7 convenient locations or simply click on us at generationspt.com.
Welcome to Bogey Valley, where we've been in business since 1908. Today, we serve Roane, Kanawha, Putnam, and surrounding counties. We believe you deserve banking that provides friendly customer service. For all of your financial needs, stop by one of our 8 convenient locations. Call us at 844-782-2651 or visit us online at PogeyValleyBank.com. Bogey Valley, where relationships matter.
Member FDIC.
The Husson's August Special. Get a largest large 18-inch pepperoni pizza and an 8-inch chocolate chip cookie for just $23.99. Visit your nearest Husson's for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. Order now at HussonsPizza.com.
According to USA Today, 1 in 7 children in West Virginia face food insecurity issues. Hi, I'm Jason Quintrell, President and CEO of Union Mission Ministries. There are some obstacles our children face with access to food despite many feeding programs available. That is why Union Mission has partnered with some local middle schools to place food directly into the hands of children who need it. Help us remove those obstacles and help feed our kids. Visit unionmission.com to learn more.
The Cares for Kids Steve Pugh Memorial Hope Studios are sponsored by Pugh Furniture Warehouse Showrooms, proud to support the mission of WVU Medicine Children's. Located at 1320 Smith Street in Charleston's Warehouse District, open Monday through Saturday, home of the Almost Heaven mattress. PughFurniture.net.
24 minutes away from 10. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Coming up a little bit later on the show, Kanawha County Commission President Lance Wheeler is here with special guests. And I was joking with Jim Strawn earlier. I said, I may have broken the record for the most guests, and thank goodness we have a big studio.
Good work, Dave. I love it, brother. TGIF.
And, here's the thing. Strawn told me in the hall, he said, I'm not going to go on. 10 seconds into the segment, and Jim Strawn's already on.
I can't help myself. There's a microphone around, right?
Never met a microphone you didn't like.
I love these mics. I love these people that I'm with more than anything.
All right, there's a big event that's going to be going on out at Bogey's in Tornado. That is 150 Riverview Drive in Tornado. Big pig roast, all sorts of great food, games, fireworks, water slides, and more. Wow. And music. Shayla Lethridge is with us right now. Shayla, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I want to hear all about Shayla Lethridge. Tell me all about you.
Oh, my gosh. There's too much to tell in one little show. I should say one big show. But I will be singing with Shine this week, one of my absolute favorite bands to ever play with. We do some classic rock and some old school, a little new stuff, something everybody will like.
Now, where are you from? You're local, aren't you?
I live here, but I am originally from Oakland, California.
Okay. How does one end up here from Oakland, California?
Well, one ends up here because my father's born and raised here. I wanted to come back to school. It is really nice living here. I love living here. I love the weather. I love the seasons. I love the cost of living. And then you go to school for 100 years, and I'm actually working on a doctorate here, so I'll be staying here for good.
Cool. So when you were growing up, and at what age did you start singing?
Oh, gosh, I've been singing ever since I can remember. I think my first...
Straight out the canal.
Straight out. My mom can sing. My dad can sing. Church is one of those things that inspires you to get better.
Sure,
so
absolutely.
Since Mom and Dad did it, Shayla did it.
What were you listening to growing up?
Now, that's a funny one because I have a mom and dad and stepdad. Mama liked old school, like Motown. Mm-hmm. Dad liked old school R&B. Stepdad liked rock. So Creedence Clearwater Revival, Pink Floyd. So those were the things that were a little interesting to see the little brown girl singing, but I think I did pretty good.
How did you hook up with these folks at Shine? You said you like to play with them.
I've sung with a lot of bands here. I've sung with a lot of really, really good musicians here. I had my own band, Hybrid Soul. I've sung with Bob Thompson. I've sung with Stratus, and they were all bands that I respect and people I love. However, Dennis Harmison, who's over at Banker's Life, just a heck of a guy. He had heard me and was looking for a singer, and he stalked me, quite honestly, for 2 years and kept saying, hey, I need you to sing in this band. And I was like,
At what point does this become a crime?
Yeah, so a friend of mine finally said, look, there's this guy, and he keeps asking me about you for 2 years. He's like, I'm going to get this girl to be my singer. And finally, I met with him, and he offered me a lot of money to sing for him. So.
Well, there you go. And Cody Wilson's
yes.
also going to be performing tomorrow night. Is that right?
We have a really great lineup. I hope a lot of people come. Last year was phenomenal. The musicians are fantastic, and I'm really proud to be doing this for the third year.
Okay, now this is all happening at Bogey's Driving Range in Tornado. We got the folks from Bogey's with us. Would you guys introduce yourself to the audience, please? Not everybody at once.
Yeah, I'm Andrew Ford.
And Jay Nelson.
Okay, so tell us about Bogey's for people that aren't familiar with it.
We're a driving range and a barbecue restaurant out in Tornado, right outside St. Albans. This is year 7 out there for us, and we're a little live entertainment venue and cool little spots for family and animals and dogs and
grandmas.
Anything you want goes out at Bogey's.
So why did you guys decide to do this? You said this is the third year that you've done this. Is that right?
Yeah,
what went into the decision to do this?
Well, we had tried before in the past to do like a concert series and have several events, 4 or 5 lined up over the course of time, and then we got with Denny, we got with Cody, Shayla, and decided to put together just one big end of the summer bash and put all of our focus into that, and it just kind of blossomed into this. It's really turned out really nice.
Now, Bogey's, it's the name is Bogey's Driving Range. However, you guys are just about you're known just as much for your food as anything else. And were you not voted the best hot dogs in West Virginia?
Best in West Virginia.
What makes the hot dogs there so good? Because I've never had one. So tell me what makes them so good.
Oh no, well we do everything fresh. Everything, our whole menu is homemade. Everything is over a wood fire. So we smoke the chili. We roast the hot dog on a wood fire, and
the way God intended it.
That's right.
All beef.
That's right. So we make everything from scratch, and we just take a lot of pride in quality and making everything good.
So in addition to the music and the food, what else you got going on out there tomorrow?
Oh, we've got all kinds. We've got.
I'm looking. You got water slides, and you got fireworks and games.
Oh
of
yeah,
all kinds?
we make you the Star Entertainment's out there with the 360 photo booth. We've got Crafts of the Coal ice cream truck will be out there for the kids.
Mhm.
We got Quantums, got blow ups coming, water slides. It's gonna be a good time.
Now, what's the price of admission?
$25 for adults. It gets you the buffet and access to all the fun, and $15 for kids, and that still gets you everything as well.
All right, so it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and of course, we're looking forward to hearing you and the music out there tomorrow night.
And can I just say what I loved about this event, and I kept asking Dan, are we going to do that again? Are we going to do that again? Is because you look out there, I'm standing up on that stage, and I see kids, I see grandmas, I see uncles, I see, Jim Bob, I see, everybody's out there, and they're all having a good old time. They're all having a good old time, but even my mother, who is a snowbird, she said, are we doing that one gig again? Are you going to take me to that? Because they had good food. That's what she said yesterday. They had great food. And I said, yeah, we'll be doing that. And I'm telling you, just seeing everybody together, all ages, all kinds of people, it's beautiful.
And I mentioned earlier, I said I don't want to rush the season, but I said it's kind of an end of summer bash. But we're a week away from Labor Day, and football season starts next week. Mountaineers, Marshall, NFL here in a couple of weeks, and high schools in West Virginia start next week. So people are kind of looking toward fall now.
Sure. Well, the past few days have almost made you feel like fall.
It's going to disappear. It's going to be in the upper 90s, I think, next week. So be sure and hydrate when you come out there tomorrow, because you'll have plenty of beverages of all kinds for people to hydrate with, all kinds, water and other things.
And we're real grateful to our sponsors, Baker's Life, too. They always are sponsoring things that are for the community, and this is definitely something they've made it to where it can be cheap enough that we can have a good time and not have to break the bank.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, they've been great. They have a huge fireworks show at the end of the night that Bankers sponsors, and they do a great job.
All right. Let me, we got something I want to get to with you guys at Bogey's. Big announcement. A big. Roll tape on this one, Ryan, because this is going to be a big announcement here. I do need to let you know, though, that the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live is brought to you in part by Bridge Valley. If you're interested in improving your company's IT workforce, please know they offer custom-tailored IT training to bridge the skills gap. You can train for little or no cost. 50-50 salary match. They can also supply skilled graduates and apprenticeships for your company. Visit bridgevalley.edu/apprenticeships today. All right, so Bogey's has been out there. How long have you guys been in business?
7 years.
All right, the announcement was made not long ago that you are expanding.
Yep.
This is major news department, so I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to break some big-time news here. Go ahead.
So we are starting our second location. We got selected for the Capital Market in downtown Charleston, and we are going to announce our grand opening next Thursday, September 5th. And we are ready to get started.
That would be the week after.
Week after next.
I was going to say, because I'm on vacation next week, okay? You can't start it until I get back.
He's so excited we jumped a week.
Okay, all right. So it's like 2 weeks from yesterday. That's what you're saying on September the 5th. So what's going to be... what are we going to have over there at Capital Market? I mean, your typical barbecue fare. Talk about that.
Yeah, so we'll have our normal menu minus a couple things, plus a couple things. So we're going to add a fish sandwich to kind of keep the fish market rolling.
Yes.
That was a pretty good fish market.
Yeah, it was.
Fish sandwich. It was in that spot there.
So we've developed a fish sandwich to put in there. It's going to be, I think, a big hit. But we've also added some other menu items because we have the ability to there that we don't at the range. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do a fried chicken sandwich. We're going to have some truffle fries.
Did your phone just ring?
His phone just rang.
Andrew.
Didn't I just warn
Amazing.
everybody?
It's wild. Wild.
Andrew, do you want to tell people who you were in a relationship with?
Oh, my God.
Okay, you're not going to. Okay. You should have known better than to have your phone on.
With the phone. He's in a relationship with his phone and with his job.
I understand.
Yeah, so there will be some new menu items down there. And then, like he said, everything's still going to be made fresh, made homemade. And we're really looking forward to that Thursday. It's going to be a big deal for us.
All right, and that's Thursday, September the 5th. What time? Is there like a ribbon cutting and the whole deal, or do we know that? It's kind of far in advance.
Yeah, there will be. We're not sure on all that yet.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Yeah, we'll get the word out to everybody.
I don't know what I'm doing, but it just got canceled.
I'm going to be
yeah, definitely
doing.
check out our Bogeys at the Market Facebook page. That's where you'll be able to find a lot of that information. Obviously, we'll share it from the Bogey's driving range page as well.
Okay.
But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're really looking forward to it. Everybody at the market's been wonderful to work with, and
I know I talked to Evan a couple of weeks ago. I was having lunch at Soho's a couple of weeks ago, and I talked to Evan. He came in and he was saying he was excited to have you guys.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's gone way above and beyond down there for us, from the tenants to the people who work at the market. And beyond. It's been a really cool thing, and we can't wait to get open and be a part of that.
All right. So that's going to be September the 5th. We're going to be looking forward to that. That's the big grand opening over there. This party, though, this weekend is it's a 150 Riverview Avenue in Tornado. As the folks at Bogey's will present they got pig roast, they got barbecue, they got cold drinks, water slides, fireworks, the whole deal. It's $25 to get in, and that includes your food and the music of Shine and also Cody Wilson. Shayla, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Lovely. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys, we appreciate everybody being here. Hang out with us 1 second here. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by Jute for the best in security systems for both your home or business. Talk to Jute of Tays Valley. Visit protectedbyjute.com. Back after this, and the voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses care for your family.
Hey guys, it's Jim Strawn, and it's time for the summer party unlike any other. You are invited to Bogey's Driving Range, Saturday, August 24th, beginning at 4 o'clock. They are providing a barbecue buffet, cold drinks, games, water slides, a 360 photo booth, and live music. Crafts of the Coal will be dishing up delicious ice cream. Live music includes Cody Wilson and headliner The Shine. Then some fireworks, 304-722-4653 to learn more. The summer blowout unlike any other.
The Cares for Kids hourly sponsor is Teresa Howe, your Republican candidate for the Upper Kanawha Valley for House of Delegates. Teresa Howe is committed to faith, family, and freedom. Teresa Howe is your conservative America First choice. Paid for by Teresa Howe for West Virginia.
The Husson's August Special. Get a largest large 18-inch pepperoni pizza and an 8-inch chocolate chip cookie for just $23.99. Visit your nearest Husson's for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. Order now at hussonspizza.com.
Jared Construction has celebrated its 25th year in business, proudly serving the West Virginia community. They extend heartfelt thanks to their clients for their trust and support over the years. From schools and hospitals to car dealerships and apartments, Jared Construction has been dedicated to building quality projects that make a difference. Their commitment to excellence in the community remains unwavering. For all your construction needs, choose Jared Construction, where your vision becomes their mission. Visit jared-construction.com. Thank you for making their 25 years successful and impactful.
Charleston's heartbeat is sports, and Charleston Sports Radio 106.7 and 1490 WSWW brings it to life. Dive deep into diverse topics on Let's Talk with Carl Lee and The Grill Out with Hollywood Jeff Petty, entertaining fans from local angles. Stay ahead with morning and afternoon local sports updates, and don't miss a dribble of the state high school basketball tournament every March. It's all here. Our sports stories unfold on Charleston Sports Radio 106.7 and 1490 WSWW.
10 minutes away from 10. The Dave Allen Show, 580 Live, brought to you part by Husson's Pizza. This month is your favorite Husson's. Get yourself a large 18-inch pepperoni pizza and an 8-inch chocolate chip cookie, only $23.99. The Radiothon continues, sponsored by Stike Wealth Enhancement, raising money for WVU Children's. Again, you can text the word KIDS to 35651 or call 877-719-KIDS. Kanawha County Commission President Lance Wheeler is here, along with Carrie Smith, who is the new Executive Director of the Kanawha County Convention and Visitor Bureau. How you doing, Lance?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Dave?
You guys are like the 55th guests I've had on the show today.
You have a busy day today, but that's because you're going on vacation next week, correct?
I got to get it all in. Because somewhere this time in about 48 hours, I'm going to be on a beach at an undisclosed location. Carrie, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you as well.
And you are the new Executive Director of the Kanawha County CVB.
I'm very excited about it.
I am very familiar with CVBs because I'm part of the CVB in Putnam County where I live. So, but for those that don't know, and I get this a lot, people ask me, what exactly does a Convention and Visitors Bureau do? Talk about that.
Yeah, we support the local community in our area. We support the businesses, the hotels, and we really promote and want to inspire people to come to our area to enjoy all that we have to offer and to give back to our community.
And of course, Tim Brady does a great job with the Charleston CVB. But sometimes, and we see this in Putnam County. There's the Hurricane Group, and there's also, because there's more than just the city of Charleston in Kanawha County. Tim does a fantastic job with that. But we just had the folks from Bogey's on out in Tornado. You got things going on all over, which is why the commission president is here. But you got a big old county to promote.
And we're super excited about it, and we're excited to promote our county and really celebrate them and do what Tim has been able to do in the city of Charleston, Tim and Jama. We are really excited to do that in our county.
Commissioner, I had the opportunity on Wednesday to attend a summit at Valley Park in Hurricane, and it focused on tourism. People there from Kanawha, Putnam, Cabell, all there. As I said, I'm a part of the Putnam County CVB. Among other things, the State Tourism Commissioner Chelsea Ruby was there. It was a packed house out there, and I think the bottom line that came from it is what's good for Putnam County is good for Kanawha, and what's good for Cabell, this whole kind of Advantage Valley type thing. But another takeaway from it is that people are getting the message that tourism in West Virginia is the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, we want to make sure that with the state and the county, we're taking care of all of our industries for workforce. But tourism is the low-hanging fruit that we're seeing with our county government. I mean, look at Shawnee Sports Complex, how important and how successful that's been in bringing so many people from out of state, out of the area, right here into Kanawha County. They're going to our mom and pop shops. They're supporting the economy, making more jobs. They're going to the restaurants, which is increasing more amenities for our locals. I mean, this is really the next future of Kanawha County, is looking at tourism. And I think the county commission is very proud of the projects that we've been supporting and the ones that we're announcing. I think that we're going to really see an opportunity, nothing to hold from Putnam County, but I think that, Kanawha County is on the verge of really becoming a focal point of the state of tourism. I think we have the infrastructure to do that. I think we have the community, the people to do that. And I think we have the opportunity, and we're kind of starting to see that with our outdoor recreation.
It's about to get even bigger with the Hatfield-McCoy Trail. Now, I'll give you a little bit of background info on the Hatfield-McCoy Trail. I sat in on some of the first meetings of the 1990s in Logan County when the Hatfield-McCoy Trail was first being discussed. And there was a lot of skepticism about it. I'm not going to lie, because people thought, well, nobody's going to come here to ride these trails. The trails we've been on and the mountains for years, we can't take. Boy, were a lot of people wrong, because it has brought millions of dollars into not only southern West Virginia, but now it's expanding, including Kanawha County.
Now, let me tell you, as somebody who's a native to Kanawha County, I was born and raised in St. Albans, live in Charleston now sitting as a commission president, we have been jealous of the southern West Virginia for having Hatfield-McCoy trails. And it's been a topic with our leaders here of how do we get Hatfield-McCoy to Kanawha County. There's always the challenges of the terrain. You have to have a parcel big enough. What I was able to find out about 2 years ago was that the county commission, from a land sale back in 1979, that actually is why we have Meadowwood Park today in Tornado, we had about 650 acres of undeveloped land that is ripe for potential for Hatfield-McCoy trails. I got with Jeff Lusk, who, Dave, you're good friends with.
Oh, yeah, very, very good friends.
Sat in my office just about 2 years ago. I showed him this plan, and I think his jaw dropped to the floor with the opportunity. Mm-hmm. They were excited. We jumped into it immediately. And so now we're proud to announce, as we've talked about before, on Tuesday at 10 a.m., we're going to be having the grand opening ceremony for the Hatfield-McCoy dirt bike trails in Tornado. This is going to be over 30 miles of dirt bike trails. It's what we can't find anything else, so I'm going to say it. It's the largest dirt bike trail system in the United States.
Until somebody tells you otherwise, it is.
And what's important about this is it's dedicated to single tracks. So only dirt bike can be on this. This isn't for ATVs, this isn't for side-by-sides. Yeah. No, this is just for dirt bikers. And the reason why that's important is because this is a growing industry of people riding dirt bikes.
No idea how big this is.
And what they keep telling Hatfield-McCoy is, we'd like to have our own trails. It's the old adage, the ATVs don't like the dirt bikers and dirt bikers don't like the ATVers. So this is something that's solely for them. Obviously, there's still going to be the trails for the ATVs down, in southern West Virginia, but this is something just for them. And we're getting calls right now. Just yesterday, we got a call from a family of 4 who live 6 hours away, calling and asking where can we stay in Kanawha County. they're coming this weekend. They're staying all weekend for this trail system.
That's awesome. And when they come, they spend money, and that's where people like Carrie and I come in, because the trails are great, but we want to know how much money do they spend when they're here. Where do they go to eat? And that's where you come in.
I'm very excited to support this. Bogies, you just spoke to them, so we're super excited.
I know they're excited about it.
They're excited as well. But yeah, we want to, really highlight and champion all of our local businesses that, support this endeavor, because it's going to be a very exciting launch.
Got a text here for you, Commissioner. Says, Dave, big thanks to you, Commissioner Wheeler, and the rest of the Kanawha County Commission and Parks folks. A simple text into your show last week sparked inspiration to begin offering a discount for first responders and veterans at Coonskin and Big Bend Golf Courses, Big Bend Golf Courses, which is conveniently next door to Bogey's driving range.
Yeah.
Your counterpart, Mr. Salango, was on a couple of weeks ago, and this texter, who I don't know who the texters are, texted in and said we should offer this, and a couple days later I get a text from Commissioner Salango that says done.
Yep.
You're offering discounts now.
Yeah, actually it was that day Commissioner Salango brought that to staff, and when they asked me if it can be done, I said absolutely. I think it's a great idea. So I know Ben got with our parks director, Jeff Hutchinson, and they worked out how they can make that happen, and I think it's 10% at this point.
All right. The Dave Allen Show and 580 Live is brought to you part by Brightway Insurance, the Mays Agency. They now offer small business insurance to the 4 major carriers, the Hartford, Travelers, Progressive, and Next. Call or stop by and see John and Sherry today, 3860 Tays Valley Road, Suite 1 in Hurricane, 304-814-2509, or visit brightwaymays.com. Elsewhere throughout we've got the big announcement about the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, Commissioner, and also Carrie from the Kanawha CVB. What else are we looking forward to?
Well, I mean, we're just going to be working on what we already know is working best. Obviously, we have the big project with the Hatfield-McCoy. It's going to be opening. We're going to see tremendous success from that, I believe, just hearing from Bogies. What we need to do at this point is make sure that we're supporting our lodging all in Kanawha County, including Charleston, making sure that information for these projects are available, and we're working, making sure that people, when they come in, not only are they going to enjoy the Hatfield-McCoy trails, but they're going to be able to know which restaurants they go to, breweries, which hotels they can stay at, which are more formidable to them, bringing a trailer in, that type of information, providing that. That's why we're so excited about bringing Carrie on. She is now going to be the executive director for our Kanawha County CVB, which we are revitalizing. We looked at what City of Charleston's done with Tim, and I'll tell you, I'll admit it on air, I'm jealous. I think they've done an excellent job with Regatta, and I want to see what we can do throughout the entire county and supporting all of our municipalities and unincorporated areas. I mean, you also know Yak Fest. Where did Yak Fest in St. Albans start? Well, it started from Tour de Cole, which started with the Cole River Group right out of our own park, Meadowood. They bring over 1,200 paddlers for Tour de Cole every year. There's no reason why the Kanawha County, through our CVB, can't support that, market it, and make it bigger. I think we're going to look for those low-hanging fruits and start supporting them. But at the end of the day, too, we're also working on a lot of big projects. We've got the big trail system for mountain bikes out in Clendenin. We're working with something in Eastern Kanawha County. I know we get an issue with that, making sure that Eastern Kanawha County will be having some trails down the road. I promise that.
Commissioner Wheeler and Carrie, welcome aboard. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So nice to be here.
All right, and best of luck to you in your new role. I'm sure you'll do great. You got a great county commissioner to work with as well. All right, we got to go. Thank you so much to all of our callers and texters on the show today. Again, a reminder, I am going to be on vacation next week, so I'm going to miss your announcement on Tuesday, but we'll have you on maybe the following week to kind of give us a wrap-up. Ryan Nicholson was our producer today. The Radiothon continues. Hoppy coming up at 10:06. I will see you the day after Labor Day. Till then, have fun and love somebody.
WCHS AM 96.5 FM Charleston and 104.5 Cross Lanes. A WVRC media station. We're proud to live here too.